A very good morning, folks. Welcome back to my vlog. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I just showed you a fresh lime. I showed you a couple of nuts, the almond and the walnut. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk to you about my nutrition plan, which is a little, it might seem a little strange because when I move around with people here, I go out for dinners, go out to a restaurant. I haven't been out to a restaurant yet in a while, but yes, that's for a reason. It's because of my nutrition plan. Let's go through the day and I'll explain to you gradually what's going on. He told me to have a little less nuts, but I think this is the only place where I'm cheating a little bit. I'm having a little more nuts than what he recommended me. Now this might look like a curious mixture. Evidently what I had is not going to be enough, because just after this I'm going to have a pretty heavy workout at the gym. It's paneer, otherwise known as cottage cheese, is something similar to feta, mixed with coconut powder to make it more palatable. Of course I can have just the cheese, just the paneer, but I prefer having it coconut powder. That's what he recommended. So here you are. It's not bad, you know. Just to let you know, this is grated paneer. At times even this is not enough. You have often seen me while driving, I'm eating cheese, so I keep these blocks of cheese with me, these cubes of cheese with me. Anytime when I'm hungry, I just eat on these cheese cubes, you know, 2 at a time, because I get really hungry pretty soon. And at times this is not enough, at times this is not enough, so I supplement it with some more cheese here. Let me give you a quick introduction to who Dr. Parikshit is.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Parikshit Bhattacharyya. I'm from Kolkata. I am Krishnendu's doctor. I have been advising him lately over his nutrition plan and helping him deal with a slightly raised lipid profile. If any of you have any queries regarding your weight issues, regarding what to eat, what not to eat, and of course if you have issues like diabetes, heart disease and lipid profile issues, please feel free to ask me, I'll be glad to help.
Okay, the way Dr. Simba or Parikshit is working is he consults you over either WhatsApp or Skype, and then he'll ask you for a few blood tests of yours, and after that, for 5 days, he'll ask you to share with him everything that goes into your mouth, everything that you consume with its proportions, and according to that and the blood test, he designs your nutrition plan. Okay, the whole idea behind this particular episode is this: to burst open certain myths about nutrition and health. About a couple of months back, I got my blood tested, and it so happened that my LDL, that is bad cholesterol, was higher, about 50% higher than normal. I shared this with Simba, that is Dr. Parikshit, and he prescribed, because he knows my family history, he knows how my cousins and my parents have been and their blood cholesterol levels. He prescribed me a diet plan because of my hereditary factors, because he knows I lead an extremely healthy lifestyle and pretty healthy living and eating. I don't remember when was the last time I had junk American food. Like maybe 4 years ago I had one pizza, not pizza, I went to a KFC 4 years ago. Since no, none. And maybe even further back, maybe 5 years ago, half a decade. That's the way I live. I used to live. So he told me there are certain myths that we need to break open. So if you notice what I'm eating mostly fat and protein. Gradually, he has weaned me out of all carbs, cereals and all of that. So we're trying to burst these myths about food. I'll certainly share with you the entire diet plan that I'm doing, but I think it's best to ask the doctor himself, whose introduction you had a short while ago. Let me show you what I'm going to have for lunch. Now those are eggs, and you have almost raw eggs here as well. Yes, I have a significant amount of eggs. That's of course for my protein requirements. These are sprouts, also for my protein requirements. Spinach and some lentils. These lentils I am allowed to have only during the daytime. Later, no, not so much. And butter. I have huge chunks of butter with my eggs here. It is indeed surprising that I consume so much of eggs despite my very high levels of cholesterol. Moderately high levels of cholesterol. When I go out, I'm extremely careful. This used to be one of my favorite coffee shops. I usually come here and have my shot of espresso. If I go to a specialty coffee shop, I have a pour over. But here I avoid eating anything because it's just sugar and sugar and more sugar and more sugar. That's something that I really have to avoid. So I'm going to have some more paneer, the cottage cheese that I had, with some helping of sprinkling of coconut powder, a couple of boiled eggs with dollops of butter, and a couple of cubes of cheese. Yep, pretty hungry. I don't know if this is going to suffice, but that's what I have right now. I'm going to have this. And of course, the only gripe I have about the cheese is that it's extremely salty, you know, these processed cheeses. I wish I had some good French cheese, you know, it would, yeah, I miss that. I miss the French cheese. Anyway, let's get to eating. I'd like to let you know that he said, Dr. Parikshit, he said that the eggs could be replaced or complemented with meat, like preferably beef, mutton, and chicken in that order. Well, right now, today there's no meat, so I'm having just eggs throughout the day. And now finally, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for dinner. So there's more eggs with cheese. That's bitter gourd. This is a piece of fried fish. This is jackfruit, a dish with jackfruit, and those are pumpkins. Now, if this doesn't suffice, then I have always my, yes, by now you know that, that's grated paneer with, I'll sprinkle some coconut powder on top of it. So tonight, I come to this concluding part of the diet program, the nutritional program that I'm following, prescribed by Dr. Parikshit, Simba as he's fondly called by some of us in the motorcycling community. Well, it's pretty late in the night. Finished my edit and I put my last vlog up to upload. It's pretty interesting. It's about my family and the diverse cultures that exist in my family. If you haven't watched it, go back. It's just one vlog earlier. See, when it gets this late at times, I tend to get hungry, which is when I get to the refrigerator and get out 2 blocks of cheese, and I have those 2 blocks of cheese, 2 cubes of cheese, brush my teeth, go off to bed. I don't know if that's the right thing or wrong thing, but I know at least I'm avoiding the stuff that he's asked me to avoid, all kinds of carbs. Most of my carbs have been taken out of my diet equation. Some of the carbs that I've been allowed to have are some fruits like watermelon, pumpkins. No, not pumpkin is not a fruit. Sorry, papayas. The kind of fruits that I really hate. He asked me not to have bananas, perennial fruits. It's a no-no. 1 nectarine occasionally. What else? 1 mango occasionally. Wow. So it's pretty tough. Well, because these are the fruits that I really like. Apparently, berries are okay. So here we are. It is 23:13 in the night. I was about to call it a night. I wanted to shoot this concluding part to let you know how I finished my night with my diet program. So, cheers guys. Catch up with Dr. Parikshit. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Go down into the comment section, write down, communicate, and let's lead healthier lives.